You have probably clicked around Premiere 1,000 times and you still miss things like this. If you've ever lost a keyframe because you changed a clip's length, for example, watch this. Go to Effect Controls, then go to this menu, and then click on Pin to Clip. Now you can find and reposition your keyframes and they'll never disappear on you again. And this is the thing about Premiere. Some of its most powerful and helpful features are literally sitting right in front of us. So let me show you 10 more of these. Have you ever changed your mind and wanting to move one clip, but then suddenly you find yourself rearranging your entire timeline to do that? The answer is holding Control and Alt or Command and Option, and then you grab the clip and you move it. Now, as you can see, it swaps. There's no overwriting, there's no dragging things around. It is just swapped. And it's been here the whole time, but we just didn't know. Now, let's say that we don't want to move a clip, but we want to replace it. And this happens all the time. We change our mind and we need to replace a clip. Now, most people, what they'll do is they'll copy the effects, they'll delete the clip, they'll bring in the next clip, and they paste the effects. But you don't have to. Find the new clip, then hold Alt or Option while you're dragging that clip on the timeline and then drop it on top. Now, you didn't just replace the clip, but it kept all of the same effects applied. Crazy. If you're cutting multiple layers one by one at the exact same moment, you're wasting your time. Watch this. Make sure that all of those video tracks are selected and then hit Control or Command K on your keyboard. This will cut everything at once. Now, this is great if you're working on either a multicam edit or you already have your talking head and your B-roll and your caption stacked, for example. For one of these effects, as you can see, we have created a mask, and resizing a mask and making it look proportionate is incredibly tedious and time consuming, but not if you hold Shift first. This will allow us to resize a mask proportionately. The more you know. To see the before and after of this specific clip, we can enable and disable it right here in the Effect Controls panel. But if you've applied multiple effects, having to do that for every single effect on every single clip, it just kind of sucks. So instead, we can click on the Global Effect button to disable all the effects on the timeline. Not only is this great to see the before and after, but also to speed up the playback if your computer is struggling to keep up with your art. If you've ever struggled to compare one shot to another shot on your timeline, did you know that Premiere actually has a comparison view? It is a little bit hidden, but it is really helpful. If we click on the wrench icon under the program monitor, we can click on the comparison view. But as usual, I can actually do you one better. On that same toolbar, there's this icon right here that is a comparison view toggle. Quickly click on the button to toggle it on or off, and if you don't see it, you want to click on the plus button right here. Now we get a bunch of buttons that we can drag and drop to our toolbar to customize our toolbar, and this way we can really optimize it for our workflow. The next tip is a tip that I wish I knew sooner, because it is an absolute must-know tip for every Premiere user. And if you watch my other videos, you already know what I'm about to say. If you haven't watched my videos, maybe this is a great moment to subscribe. Now, if you use the same font in your videos over and over again, save yourself some time by changing it to your default font. You can do this by going to Settings and then Graphics and then change the default font. And while you're there, also change the default missing font to your favorite font. So in both cases, you get the right font automatically. I don't know about you, but I nest clips quite a bit, and sometimes I need to unnest a clip. And this seems to be such a big mystery in Premiere, as there is no actual unnest option, but it's literally been hiding in plain sight. See this button? Make sure that it's disabled first. Then locate your nested sequence in your project bin and drag it to the timeline. You'll see that now you'll just drag the content of the nested sequence to the timeline instead of the nested sequence itself, which is exactly what we want. Do we want to right click and click on unnest? Yes. But until then, this is the way to go. If you've ever struggled with the length of a music track, or maybe you just wanted it a little bit longer or shorter without having to do all of the manual complex editing, my friend, I have the tip for you. If we go to the toolbar, we can click and hold this button that will open up a hidden menu, and then click on the remix tool. Now this automatically edits your music to perfectly fit your video's duration. No manual editing needed. One feature Premiere added in the last year is one that we cannot skip, because it has changed editing for me completely. Instead of having to find our clips in the project bin, which we either have under or over organized, let's be honest, we can use the search panel. The search panel, it lets you find clips in seconds by just typing in what you're looking for, like objects or locations or even actions. For example, we can type in a smiling woman and we'll not just get clips of all women, but clips of smiling women. And if you're looking for that specific clip on the timeline, you can click right here to filter it to just see the clips that you've already used on the timeline. You'll find this panel under Window and then Search. Now that you know where Premiere is hiding things, let me show you what you can actually do with it. Right here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. You.